Coming up on the early edition, the bodies of 4 Irish students who died in the balcony collapse in Berkeley, California have arrived back to Ireland. We'll bring you the story. Also on News 11, a woman claims she saw the New York prison escapees, where she says they were next. And after 9 people were shot down in a Bible study, investigators are now looking into a website that features a racist manifesto. The early edition starts right now.
Live from the KYMA studios, covering Yuma and the Imperial Valley, this is the Early Edition on KYMA News 11.
Thank you for joining us on the Early Edition. I'm Molly Lang. Firefighters battled a wildfire in the wilderness of Southern California to a stalemate through Saturday night, maintaining 15% containment while the fire swelled to more than 23 square miles, according to the National Forest Service officials. The fire has been burning in the San Bernardino National Forest, officials say, since Wednesday afternoon. The latest figures released by a command team that includes CAL FIRE and County Fire, also sheriff officials, show that the fire has grown modestly by 2,000 acres overnight. Helicopters attacked the fire from the air overnight, officials said, and 90 fire engines and 5 firefighting planes have been used to fight the fire. Its cause is still under investigation. And firefighters in Southern California evacuated several people from the path of a wildfire that has burned 1,000 acres of land. Flames broke out Saturday afternoon in the area of Santa Margarita. Officials said they hope to have at least half of the fire contained by Sunday, when an additional 300 firefighters are expected to join the 350 firefighters already working to contain the blaze. Fire investigators said what caused the fire has not yet been determined. All right, as you can tell, it's very hot outside. We are still experiencing a heat watch for our area until Tuesday, the 23rd. Let's take a look outside at your Skycam view. It's a beautiful day out there. Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Hopefully you guys are able to enjoy it and finding ways to stay cool today. We're going to take a look at your local radar and satellite. Not a whole lot happening in our region currently. And in Yuma right now, it is 107, the dew point at 41 degrees, humidity at 11%. So it's definitely decreased from yesterday, and the winds coming in from the south at 11 miles per hour. El Centro, it is 107 as well. The winds coming in from the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour. And in Blythe, it's 108 with humidity of 12%. And temperatures currently, it's 109 in Vegas, 109 in Palm Springs, 74 degrees down there in San Diego, 107 here in Yuma, 107 in Phoenix, 84 in Flagstaff, and 105 in Tucson. Currently in Blythe, it's 108. In the Imperial, in Imperial, it's 106. El Centro, 107, and Welton, 110. The humidity, as you can tell, outside is definitely there. A little less than yesterday, thank goodness. It's 12% in Blythe, 16 Imperial, 11 El Centro, 13 Mexicali, 11 in Yuma, and 15 in Welton. We'll have more for you in our full weather forecast. Authorities believe a power outage that left thousands of customers in the Whitman, Arizona area sweltering was caused by an act of sabotage. Other media sources say that the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office said Sunday that it appears a wooden cell phone tower fell on power lines near 211th and Grand Avenue, that they were deliberately cut. Arizona Public Service says the outage was reported Saturday afternoon and affected 2,000 customers. The outage happened in the middle of a near record-breaking heat wave in metropolitan Phoenix. Many residents had to endure homes without air conditioning while power was being restored. Crews were able to get power back by late Saturday night. And a manhunt is underway in New Orleans this morning for a suspect who police say was being transported to jail when he got a hold of a gun and shot and killed a veteran officer. We get more from NBC's Mark Potter. After a strong lead was provided on Saturday, New York investigators concentrated their search for the 2 escaped prisoners on a rural area out near the Pennsylvania border. Friendship resident Brandy Thompson called 911 after spotting 2 men resembling the fugitives on her edge of her property. Hundreds of officers fanned out, checking the fields, barns, trailers, and railroad tracks for any sign of the escaped killers David Sweat and Richard Matt. A helicopter searched overhead and police stopped drivers to check vehicles. Thompson said the sighting scared her, but says she's now the safest person around with so many officers nearby.
My dog was with me. He barked and bounced towards the back of the tracks. I looked, there was 2 people. I only seen one at first with a blue hoodie. And as soon as my dog barked, they turned around. One in the blue hoodie pulled his hood up, and they went back down the tracks.
We're learning more about the man authorities say confessed to opening fire on a South Carolina church Wednesday. 9 people died in the attack. Investigators are now looking into a website that features a racist manifesto and displays images of admitted killer Dylan Roof. Nick Valencia has more. The bodies of 4 Irish students who died in the balcony collapse in Berkeley, California, have arrived back to Ireland on the same flight as their relatives. The Aer Lingus flight from San Francisco to Dublin touched down just after 11 a.m. local time this morning. The family members attended a short private prayer service at the Dublin airport. Hearses carrying the bodies of the victims left the airport together Saturday, and 4 of the families issued a statement thanking everyone in the U.S. and Ireland for their sympathy and support. A total of 6 people died and 7 were seriously injured when a balcony at an apartment building in Berkeley fell 4 stories on Tuesday. Coming up after the break, a controversial billboard goes up near the accident scene, making family members questioning the meaning of it. That's coming up. Also on News 11, the Democratic frontrunner for the 2016 presidential nomination also said race remains a deep fault line in America. Why she believes we need more gun control. That's coming up next after the break. Stay with us.
News 11.
Welcome back. Now it's time for some News 11's entertainment. Jurassic World maintained its reign atop the box office this weekend. Universal's 4th installment of the franchise ranked in $102 million in its 2nd weekend in theaters. It's only the 2nd film to break $100 million in its 2nd week. The Avengers made $103 million in its 2nd week. Coming in 2nd is the Pixar film Inside Out with $91 million in its debut. Ticket sales were fueled in part by rave reviews from critics. But after 2 decades of 14 straight #1 releases, Inside Out is the first Pixar film not to open in 1st place. Coming in 3rd, Melissa McCarthy's Spy with $10 million in its 3rd week in theaters. And Taylor Swift is taking a stand against Apple's new music streaming service. She says her album 1989 won't be available because she thinks the company is being unfair to artists. Swift wrote on Tumblr she's shocked Apple won't pay artists during the 3-month free trial period. She wrote, we don't ask you for free iPhones. Please don't ask us to provide you with our music for no compensation. Apple hasn't replied to Swift's comments, but an Apple executive said previously that it pays more per song than the industry standard, in part to make up for the trial period. Father's Day greetings from JT. HBO's True Detective thrills fans for its 2nd season, and dinosaurs continue their reign at the box office. Here's Mary Maloney with today's Hollywood Minute.
Beyonce debuted a new track on Saturday in honor of her 7-year wedding anniversary to rap mogul Jay-Z. The superstar posted the teaser clip for Die With You to her Facebook page, but the full video is available exclusively on Jay-Z's new streaming service, Tidal.
I'm not a girl trying to be a star or trying to be anything other than a musician.
The first teaser for the documentary Amy has hit the internet, and it features chilling words from singer Amy Winehouse's own mouth.
I don't think I'm going to be at all famous. I don't think I could handle it. I would probably go mad.
Winehouse died of alcohol poisoning almost 4 years ago. The film chronicles the Grammy winner's life, featuring archival footage and unheard music. It will be released in the UK on July 23rd, the anniversary of Winehouse's death.
Just when you didn't think it could get any better, huh? Here we go.
Furious 7 raced off with the weekend box office title. Animated feature Home dropped to 2nd place, and Get Hard rounded out the top 3. For Hollywood Minute, I'm Rob Kirkpatrick.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was greeted by hundreds of fans chanting his name as he arrived from the European premiere today of Terminator Genesis in Berlin. Schwarzenegger returns to the role of the Terminator he played in the first movie in the franchise back in 1984, and even speaks the line which often became quoted, his catchphrase, "I'll be back." And there are similarities to the plot of the original film, but in the new version, the timeline is altered and the conventional roles of the players get changed. Schwarzenegger may be 67 years old, but he said he is older but not obsolete.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time in this movie. I'm in good shape, so for me it's no problem to do the stunts and to do the action. Nothing has changed.
Emilia Clarke, known for her role in TV series Game of Thrones, plays Sarah Connor, and she is just as involved in the action as her male colleagues. The other two stars of the film, Jason Clarke and Jay Courtney, said they were not too daunted about getting involved in the popular franchise Terminator Genesis. It's being released in the U.S. on July 1st. Well, coming up on News 11, at least one decade-old record, Guinness World Record that is no more. Who broke the record and how? That's coming up after the break. Stay with us.